Hello and welcome to this podcast. Please continue, I'm listening, with Dr. Kathryn Hayward. I am eager to have you hear this conversation with Magui Block, a very experienced psychotherapist, educator, and energy practitioner. We recorded this podcast during the pandemic when we both had time for a lovely conversation, so please forgive the limitations of the Zoom format. Magui recognizes that we have many relationships in life, including with ourselves, our family of origin, our partner and children, our friends, our work colleagues, people practicing the same religion or coming from the same country, and many others. In each case, we belong to a system with its beliefs and loyalties. We follow the rules of each system in order to belong, and sometimes we break those rules and feel guilty. We often do not choose the systems to which we belong, but as we develop more consciousness of them and of the spoken and unspoken rules and beliefs of each system, we can make choices. We can choose to belong to systems that pull up all their members, and we can begin to break rules of other systems, like the one of our family of origin, if they're pulling us down. We can expand and grow with new systems, gain the support of those systems, and find new friends and partners who support us in change. Magui has authored a number of books and teaching materials. She teaches practitioners and groups who want to transform their consciousness, and she has an active psychotherapy practice. So, Magui, please continue. We are listening. Magui Block, I'm so happy to be with you.
I'm so happy to be with you too.
And I'm so grateful that you are part of Living Whole Online.
I'm grateful too. I feel really, when I use my this thing that you gave me, I feel connected with a group of people in the same channel. And in this moment, it's very important to feel this.
Why is it so important in this moment to feel this?
Because, well, one part is because I moved, and I am here, like in a new country without like my usual network. And in the past years, I have lost some important members of my network, like my therapist died, So to feel this, it's like, especially because I work with these systems, so I feel so much the system that it's like being a member of a solid group, even if apparently nothing is happening. It's just to create a network. And in the spiritual world, that this is really important. Even if it doesn't seem anything at all, it seems something very little. We're like spots of light in the matrix of the planet, creating a change, creating the change that is needed. So it's very, very important. So just by honoring this, when I wear it in my chest, is I belong and I am part of it. And I create the change. Yes.
What kind of change do you see can happen because of having people come together with a common interest in whole health?
What kind of change do I think that could happen in the people when they integrate and they say, I belong to this? This is an excellent question. I think there are many, I believe it's not a thought. I believe there are many changes that happen when a people belong to a new system. There are systems that we belong and we don't choose to. Well, maybe we chose before we incarnated, but we are just part of them, like our family system. And as you know, I am a specialist in family systems. So to a family, we belong, and we cannot choose to stop belonging. When we choose to belong to a movement, to an association, to a group like this, where all the members have a mission, a vision, that is be better, be in balance, be healthy in all levels. This creates a deep change in every particle of ourselves, our body, our mind, our emotions. And it's very, very deep, because our whole self starts vibrating in a different frequency, in a higher frequency. It's like the members of the group pulls us up. So when we belong to a group like this, and we say yes, and we give something in exchange, that can be a fee, a monthly fee, or a fee every year, that money has a lot of density and a lot of energy too. So when I say yes and I pay a fee, it sounds like very simple. I just say yes and I pay a fee, and I participate in any program I want. Just by doing that can be a little fee and can be a little amount of time monthly. All my cells, all the atoms of my body start having a different frequency. And this creates a complete change in my life, the way I think, the way I feel, the way I act, because I'm pulled up. It's like if I am in a hole in the dark, and then someone sends me a cord, and I'm pulled up. And I am pulled up many, many meters, because the rest of the members are vibrating in a different frequency, and we cannot be, all the time stable. We have ups and downs. So when I am down, I need my fellow friends, my group members, to pull me up. We need each other. So this is a system we choose to belong. Our family system, maybe my country, my religion, the religion I was raised with, I cannot choose. This I can choose. So I better choose systems that pull me up. And this one is a system that will pull all the members up. So I say yes to this system.
Can you talk a little bit more about vibration and frequency? Because some people who are listening may or may not understand your definition of those words.
Yes. So we are human beings, where we already know that everything is energy. Albert Einstein said everything is energy. We see solid things, like maybe the glass of water, and it seems solid, but everything is energy. So we are energy too, and we are pulsating all the time. Mm-hmm. And we're sending these waves of energy. And these waves have a frequency. And it's like when you turn on the radio. If, it's different frequency. If you choose a frequency, you choose one channel of the radio. If you choose another frequency, you choose another channel of the radio. If you want to listen to the news, you choose a frequency. If you want to choose a sad song, you choose another frequency. A happy song, another frequency. So we need to change our frequency and the ways we're sending to have different experiences in this planet. If I want to be happy, I need to synchronize the frequency of happiness and keep myself vibrating in that channel, in that frequency. If I change if I change my frequency to a lower frequency, I will synchronize other channels with other experiences. So all experiences are there, but we choose with which ones we're going to synchronize. Am I going to synchronize with the fear? Am I going to synchronize with our anger? Then I will attract experiences that generate those emotions in me. And these emotions and experiences are connected with beliefs. So everything is connected. And the way I work is changing vibration and frequencies. When I work with my clients, that's what I do. I identify the belief system of my client, observing the experiences my client is having. So my client tells me, I'm experimenting these experiences, I don't like them. We identify the beliefs that are underneath those experiences, the emotions, and I just change the frequency, the vibration, because for me, it's really easy to perceive this. I just perceive it. And for me, it's easy to change frequencies. When you get in the system of many members that have the same channel, you naturally get in that channel. It's very easy. And we do it all the time unconsciously. I can give you an example if you want. I remember when we could travel, I traveled quite a lot. And I went to United States to teach one of my trainings. And normally I stay in a hotel that the breakfast was included. When I am alone, when I am in my home, I normally eat like a breakfast of my size of body. You know, my body is, I'm petite, I'm small, I don't eat that much. You know, like maybe I ate 1 or 2 eggs, or maybe I ate fruit and cereal, and that's it. I never ate eggs, toast, fruit, cereal, all at the same time. I chose. And I went to the restaurant, and we were sitting in tables of 10 people. Each table were tables of 10 people. So you could say that we were forming systems in the breakfast table. So every morning I sat in a table with other people that I didn't know, and we ate our breakfast. We went to the buffet, and we grabbed plates, and we sat. And the first day I ate what I normally eat, you know, like my portion, my normal portion. But everybody in the table ate like 3 times more than me. Big Americans, you know, they were much, much larger than me. The second day, this is unconsciously, you don't even think about it, but it's like, oh, something is telling you that you don't match with the system. And you want to belong. We all want to belong. We want to be normal. You know, it's like, I want to be normal. I want to be included. So without noticing, I ate a little bit more. You know, I grabbed in my plate. Like I went to the plate, I sat down, I saw the other people, and then I went to get more food to be like not so different. By the third day, I was eating more than the second and the third day. And you can imagine, by the 5th day, I was sick of my stomach because I have been eating 5 days too much for my stomach. I was not used to that because I was being pulled by the system. We're always pulled by the systems we belong. If we are in a country that people are very stressed, just by being in that country, we start, you know, everybody's driving fast, everybody's complaining, everybody's talking about how bad is the planet and how we are going to be in catastrophe. We get we start getting like that, right? If we are in a place when we go to a retreat and we're, everything around is peaceful and everybody speaks like, oh, we start feeling like that, like, oh, hello, it's like we start feeling like in this. So these are the vibrations that are surrounding us, and we just feel them. We just are connected with everything because we are energy and we perceive what is around us in a subtle way, naturally.
So that subtle thing that you're talking about, I'm very curious about, because you've been talking about choice. And when I think about choice, I think, okay, I have this idea, I see some options, and I'm choosing among the options. But you're talking about unconscious things and you're talking about subtle things. What does that mean?
Well, we choose without even noticing. We just, in systems, you see, there is a very important need, the most important need, that is to belong. And the creator of family system, family constellation, that is Bert Hellinger, who studied all his life dynamics in systems, he said that it was the most important need of humans, to belong. Because if we didn't belong, we died in the past. We need to belong to be alive. So it's a survival need. So when we are like in a group, we keep choosing unconsciously with our perception. What I perceive is good for my system or is bad, according to the unspoken rules. So every system has unspoken rules that we don't speak about, but we all know. Like, for example, if I speak about United States, I just know a little bit about United States because I have been working with a lot of clients of the United States. So in United States, there, as a country, it's like the American dream, and they talk a lot about the American dream, and it's like, you must have goals and move forward towards those goals, and it's like an achiever. It's very good to be an achiever and to be someone that achieves things. And there are other countries like maybe Costa Rica, like even it's like la pura vida, just live and enjoy. And it's like, it's these rules that is like you go there, and to fulfill the rule, you must have fun. It's like la pura vida, to enjoy life. And if you are in a hotel in Costa Rica, it's like enjoy life, enjoy food, enjoy nature, have pleasure. So every country has its own rules that are not like, here you must do this and this. It's a perception, it's subtle, but it's not too subtle, because I am telling you this, and I am sure that you and everybody that is listening to this talk will understand this, that every country has its unspoken rules. You know how to behave. Like, my mother is from Switzerland, so in Switzerland you follow the rules. It's like you need to cross the street in the lines. Like in Mexico, well, you normally break the rules. It's like the rules are to be broken. It's like just you don't sometimes even listen to the rules. It's like in Mexico, if they say 9:00, maybe it means 9:30. It's like, and ahorita means you don't know when. It's like unspoken rules, and it's part of the country, and it's very nice to have these unspoken rules in a way. But we just follow them to belong. And when we follow them, we feel good. about ourselves. When we don't follow them, we feel guilty and we want to belong. So this is what pulls us up or down. So to belong to a group like this, where everybody is in the same page, we want to have this well-being, we want to be better, we want to grow, we want to be complete. It's very nice because this, and here the rules are spoken. I go in and I know what I want, and I know what I give, and I know what I will take. It's very clear. In the other systems, it's not clear at all. We just do it unconsciously. What would be interesting is that we become more conscious of this, and then we will start choosing, because right now we choose most of the time unconscious, just in automatic level, like the way I was eating in the restaurant. I was just eating more, and I found out I was having an issue when my stomach started hurting. And normally we become aware when we have a problem, when we have a pain, when we get ill, when we don't feel okay. That's when we say, oh, I'm doing something out of loyalty for my system that is against me. I'm not in balance. I'm out of balance because I am choosing unconsciously things that are not good for me. And normally we're choosing things that are not good for us out of loyalty to the systems we belong to. It can be my partner, that system. It can be my children. It can be my family of origin. It can be my country, my religion.
So it sounds like you're saying we belong to a lot of different systems.
Yes. Yes. So we better choose to which ones we can connect. Because if we belong to more systems and good ones, then we can start breaking the rules of the other ones. And this is very, very important, because if I include in my life, if I choose to bond with systems that are nurturing for me, I receive the support from other groups, from other systems. And then I have the strength to break the rules of, for example, my family of origin, because I received this support in other members. So, for example, I moved from Mexico to Spain some months ago. And to belong to groups like the one we're forming gives me the strength to break the rules of Mexico and follow the new rules of Spain. Because I'm breaking rules to be here. And I'm breaking rules from my family of origin too. So it's like we need the support of new systems that give us this power to expand ourselves, to grow, to achieve what we personally want. Because sometimes what our personal desires are against the rules of our families and the rules of other groups we belong to. It's a fight, it's a conflict. And how do I break this conflict? How can I be in peace or at peace? Including myself being member of groups that support me and have the beliefs that I need now, that have the rules that I need. So I don't feel alone. I have the support and I belong. I can lose my belonging to other system, but because I belong. It's like you can break relationships with toxic friends if you have other friends. It's easier, right? If all your friends are toxic and you don't have any friend that is nurturing, it's very hard to lose those friends because they are toxic, but they are the only ones you have. Or you have a couple relationship but it's very, very bad. If you don't have the support of your work, friends, your family of origin, it's going to be very, very hard to break that couple relationship, right? So we need support to believe that we can just be, oh yes, I can just break the rules I don't want, and without any support. That's not really, and that's not loving for us. So this support of being in a group that sustains and nurtures is very important, especially in this moment of changes, in this moment of a big crisis that we have been so alone, so isolated. All of us, we have been so isolated to get to know people that have the same rules of the game, that want the same thing, that want even that are so different, because we nurture from the differences. So we want people that is similar to us in the vision, in the mission, in the goal. But we want people that are different to us because they nurture us. They have a different way of looking at things. And this fresh way, it's very, very nurturing. You know, I remember when I was teaching in the United States, students told me that because my English is not American, you know, it's Mexican, they said, well, I need to keep myself really awake to understand what you say. So it's like, it's a fresh way to see, because a person that doesn't speak English naturally speaks in a way that we need to change our head to understand that person the way she speaks. And it's the same for me. I need to expand my vision, to expand my mind. And it's very, very helpful to grow.
I love how you use words like expansion. There's another term that you use that's on your website, or at least it used to be on your website. And the term is transforming consciousness.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, for me, consciousness is the amount of light we have. I see humans as light beings. And what doesn't allow us to shine completely, like the light beings we are, is the systemic beliefs. The beliefs we have learned just by being in a body, in a human body. If we didn't have these beliefs of what we should do, how we should feel, how we should think, how we must act, we will just shine in our full potential. And we just would manifest everything we would like as a human experience. Like, you know, like, what do I want to experience now? Oh, I want to experience now this. And we would just experience any creation we want, because we are light of pure energy that looks like light. That's the way I see it. So, consciousness is this amount of light each human allows to be in the moment. That's consciousness for me. When a human is really conscious, doesn't have like shadows that are blocking this shining light. These beliefs are like blocking the light. Imagine a big star, and these beliefs are like blocking the light, like clouds blocking the light of the sun. So transforming consciousness, what it really means is transforming the belief. I didn't use transforming the beliefs that block the light of consciousness, because it will be so long. But really, that's what it means. what I am transforming is not the consciousness. The consciousness is just this light, is the amount of light you allow, because the consciousness is the amount of light. There is a big consciousness when you allow completely this light to shine. So I am transforming the level. Each human allows the light to shine, because it's kind of scary, There's so much light that is kind of like, oh God, it's too much light. What I'm going to do with so much light? What I'm going to do with so much power, What if I mess it up? It's like, then I choose something and I don't know the consequences, because that's what happens at the beginning. Oh God, I chose this until I can handle this amount of creation. I am like struggling with the amount of creation that I did. And it's like an experiment that we're doing in this planetary experience as humans. But this is basically what I do: transforming consciousness, transforming these beliefs.
And I see behind you a whole bunch of really beautiful books. They've
Yes.
just got beautiful
Yes.
colors, beautiful designs. So tell us about these books. Are
So
these
these
all your
Heal
books?
Your Family. Yes, I wrote all of them. All of them are in English and in Spanish. So this is a book that anyone here could have. Heal Your Family. You find it in Amazon. And this book is with my method. My method has basically 3 steps. You identify the belief that doesn't allow you to shine. Then you identify the need. What do you need to shine? And then you just do the magic of transforming. That is very easy. The book does it with you. It takes you through the basic theory of family systems, and it gives you visualizations and some exercises that you just follow the reading, and this is happening. If you come from a family that has a lot of issues, my suggestion is that you read it many times. In Spanish, I have it in audiobook. Even if you don't speak Spanish, I suggest that you do both, that you do the English reading and then that you listen to the Spanish audio, because it's in my voice, and I did it in a meditation state. So it changes the frequency. If you just put it, while you are cleaning your house or while you are cooking, you just listen to it. And it will transform something. And what it will do, it connects you with your ancestors. So you take in all this energy and you can express it in this planet. If you have children, you can pass it to your children. If you don't have children, you can pass it through your work or whatever you do. If you have children and you work, both, you will just move forward toward your life. So that's that book. All the others are manuals for training facilitators or practitioners. And I am now in the process of creating my Pac-Mans. The Pac-Mans are these symbols that you see in the board. I'm finding a place here in Spain. They are making them, a prototype, and so I can have this material for my students, and then I will start teaching my trainings again online. And when we can travel, I will do some in person, because it's very good to work in person too. But I will do a big part of the training online, and then maybe some when we can travel. Some like I want to see my students to practice, to use the material. This material is very, very powerful, and it's very easy to use. It's like a game. I believe that we can have fun healing. We don't need to suffer. We just can see our struggles with humor and love, Sometimes it's painful because our issues hurt, but we don't need to put it, like more suffering to the issue. We just feel what is there and we just move on. And the way I work with family systems and systems, because it's not just family system, it's all the systems, it's dynamics between me and myself, me and my partner, or any other one-to-one, me and my family, my children, my ancestors, me and the groups I belong, my colleagues, my work, my religion, my country, my neighbors. We all, my specialty is relationships, because we look at us in the mirror of the people that are around us. That's where when we find who we are, how we relate, how we feel in the dynamic with other people. And we find a lot of things about ourselves. If I am capable to love, if I am capable to tolerate differences, how do I grow every time someone shows me something that I don't like? Or do I fight? Do I yield? Do I become the carpet of the person so they stand on me? What do I do? And that talks about who I am and how do I behave and how do I allow my true self just to be and to shine. Am I doing that with myself, or I am just making my light smaller to protect myself? What am I doing with me? And I do it in the relationship with others all the time. So, as you know, I am very excited with this, and I have written a lot of consciousness transformation that are like protocols, like cooking recipes, but are psychological recipes. You just follow step 1, step 2, step 3. So any person that can read and is healthy emotionally, doesn't get triggered so easily, can have neutrality looking at problems, can follow the steps. And you learn to use them in yourself, and then you can use them in other people. And they are really, really easy. You just need to be healthy, emotionally healthy, and know how to read and write, and that's it. And get the trainings in those manuals. So I did it in a way that many, many people can heal these issues, because I was overwhelmed with clients. So I wanted that more practitioners, more facilitators could have access to heal, to transform in this way that is so fast.
So when you say people need to be emotionally healthy, how about somebody who's feeling a lot of pain and a lot of conflict in their life? And so they might not describe themselves in that moment as emotionally healthy.
What I will suggest is that they study and they start using the material in themselves. And when they are enough contained, I say 60%, when they can listen the problems of other person without being triggered, we're always connected. So we feel, we're not, eyes. I feel what my clients tell me things, but I can be in my center. If I lose my center, I cannot accompany someone in their process. I need to understand, this is mine, this belongs to the other person. And I can listen to the other person without putting my issues in the other person. That's what I call emotionally healthy. Is I can be with other person, guiding a process without putting my issues in the other. And after the session, I feel okay, that I did a good job, I don't feel in such a chaos. So my suggestion for the people that are overwhelmed now is that they have fun studying it and applying it in themselves. If they do it and then they exchange sessions with their friends in the group, with the other members in the group, then they will be ready by the end of the mastery to work with clients. That has always happened. When they start the diploma program, they think they are healthy, then they discover they are not so healthy, then they feel healthy again. Or they are in a big crisis and they just get healthy. Because they're fast tools. There are people that they started not thinking of helping anyone, just helping themselves. That's how I started psychotherapy. In fact, I didn't want to help anybody. I was in a big crisis. I just wanted to help me. And look what I am 30 years later. I just started being very selfish, just thinking about me. So you never know where it's going to take life. Where life is going to take you. You never know. You just take the ride that you just want to take, and you just trust that is for the best.
Is there anything else that you'd like to talk to me about today?
Well, I would like to invite everybody to be a part of this, to take the opportunity, because it's such an opportunity to belong to a system that has high frequency, high energy. And I think we deserve this. We deserve to make our life easier with something so easy. We can choose, difficult paths or easy paths and joyful paths. So I invite you to start choosing the joyful and easy paths for you. Maybe it's breaking a rule of your system, because in your system, life is a struggle and there are some beliefs like that. So I know that maybe for some people, like, it's a struggle to break a rule, and life is a struggle. So have an easy path is breaking a rule. But we start breaking some little rules, So maybe take the opportunity. I want to invite everybody.
That was very beautiful. Thank you for that invitation to people.